guys, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. Today I'm going to be walking you through my updated morning skincare routine, and while not a lot has changed as far as the actual structure of my routine and the steps that I take, I have made some product swaps and we have a lot of new subscribers here since I posted my last morning skincare routine, so I thought it was about time to update you guys. Before we jump into that, please don't forget to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, click on that notification bell, and drop a comment below letting me know how you are doing today. I hope you guys are doing great, and thanks so much for doing those things because it really helps to support me with the YouTube algorithm, so I appreciate you so much for doing that. Sorry if my voice sounds weird, I am getting over a sickness. And if you need anything from me, check out my description box below. I have Lightroom preset filters for editing your Instagram photos, my SPF merch, timestamps, discount codes, links to all the products that I'll be sharing today, and links to the rest of my favorite beauty products of all time. All right, let's apply some morning skincare. Okay, so in today's routine, I'm going to be using some of my absolute favorite skincare products that I reach for all the time in the morning, but obviously you guys know, as a beauty content creator, part of my job is testing out new products to review for you guys. So knowing that I often use other products, and these are not the only products that I use in the morning, I thought it might be helpful if I put a little bit more focus on what I look for in products as far as ingredients and texture for each step of my routine, instead of just focusing on that one specific product, even though of course I still will highlight the important details of each product. So hopefully that works for you guys. Let's start off with step one, which is cleansing. So when it comes to cleansing in the morning, I pretty much exclusively reach for cream cleansers, or cleansers that have a lightweight, soft, silky, milky consistency. As most of you probably already know, I am a sucker for a cleanser like that, especially in the morning, because I'm not trying to cleanse away heavy makeup or oil or anything that's built up on my skin throughout the day. I want something to feel really nice and soft and gentle and hydrating and refreshing, which is how cream cleansers always feel to me. I will say that there's definitely a specific type of consistency that I look for in a cream cleanser though. I don't want a super thick, heavy, creamy consistency. I don't love that. But I also don't want it to be so lightweight that it kind of doesn't really feel like much on the skin, like the Laneige oil milky cleanser, whichever one that is. I don't love that. It has to be somewhere in between, which is exactly what this cleanser is right here. So this is the La Roche-Posay Toleriane Dermo Milky Cleanser, which is a very basic cleanser. There's not a ton for me to highlight as far as the ingredients. Some standard hydrators like glycerin, standard emollients. Really the only noteworthy highlight is La Roche-Posay's Thermal Spring Water, which is supposed to have antioxidant, anti-inflammatory properties that calms, soothes, and hydrates the skin. So that's a nice addition. I'm fine with using a basic cleanser when it comes to ingredients because it's not staying on my skin, it's being rinsed away. But what I love about this is the way that it feels and the way that it makes my skin feel. It's just so soft. It's very silky on the skin. It's really nice. It doesn't leave creamy or heavy residue behind like some cream cleansers. It swipes away really easily. It's just so nice to use in the morning. I love it so much. All right, these next two steps are only steps that I do if I have some extra time and if I'm in the mood for self-care, and those two things don't happen often, so I don't ever do this during the week. It's kind of like a weekend only type thing for me, so maybe Saturday or Sunday, maybe neither. I don't do this every week, but if I have time, it is something that I really enjoy because it just forces me to relax, which I definitely need. So you can totally just skip ahead if you are not into self-care kind of things, but if you are, if you love the experiential part of skincare, then I think that you'll enjoy these two steps. So first is to use little under eye masks or little eye gels. These are the Dermatology Brightening Eye Masks, and I just basically like to look for eye masks like this that feel very refreshing and kind of cooling and hydrating and have nice ingredients in them. So this has a lot of nice hydrators like seaweed, betaine, hyaluronic acid, sucrose, aloe. Also has nice replenishing ingredients like niacinamide, peptides, caffeine, tons of plant extracts like blueberry, watermelon, Chinese fruit, chamomile. So a lot of really great ingredients, and they just feel so nice under the eyes. So I will put those on, and then I will whip out something that is very new to me, something that I can't believe I'm holding up, an ice roller. So this is the Skinny Confidential Hot Mess Ice Roller. I saw this all over Instagram for months and months. I was like, no, thank you. I will never buy that. It's not necessary. And while it's not it does feel so nice on the skin, especially if you're a little hungover, little swollen, feeling dehydrated. This just feels incredible. So I'll have the eye masks on, give my face a little roll, sit there on the couch with my coffee. Come on, that is calm. So 2 steps that I enjoy when I have the time, but again, I don't always do. So if there's anything else like this that you guys think I should try out, let me know. I am definitely down to test more things like this that just make skincare fun. But if you're not into this stuff, let's move along to the more essential steps. All right, next I am ready to apply a facial mist. So if I'm not doing those 2 steps, then I will just cleanse and then go ahead and apply the mist. This again is not a completely necessary step. It's another kind of self-care-esque step, but it's something that I've added that I really have found I love as a way to add additional hydration to the skin. I feel like it just really makes my skin look extra dewy. And I like to look for facial mists that have ingredients that hydrate, replenish, calm, soothe. So this one right here from Bioma is great for that. It's the Balancing Face Mist. I've talked about this a lot at this point. This has so many nice ingredients like sorbitol, ceramides, a probiotic ferment, allantoin, panthenol, and oleic acid. Plus, one of the biggest reasons why I love this is because it has a super, super lightweight fine mist that just feels very refreshing on the skin. So freaking love this product, have been loving a facial mist. Now I'm ready to apply serum, and for me personally, I would so much rather just use one serum that is a multi-benefit serum with a bunch of really nice ingredients instead of like 3 to 4 different serums with different ingredients in them separately, if that makes sense. I'd rather have it all in one place, and for this step, I am really focused on hydrating, replenishing, and anti-aging ingredients. So the 2 ingredients that I have been the most interested in for this step recently are peptides and copper peptides, which, believe it or not, are actually different things. Peptides like argireline and matrixyl 3000 have several benefits like improving skin barrier function, hydrating and moisturizing the skin, and decreasing inflammation. They've also been shown to stimulate collagen production and as a result help to make the skin look more plump and improve the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Copper tripeptide is another peptide that stimulates cellular regulatory molecules and regenerates and heals the skin. It's also been shown to stimulate collagen production, and on top of that helps to improve skin elasticity, improve the firmness and thickness of the skin, improve the appearance of hyperpigmentation, and also fine lines and wrinkles. So many amazing benefits. So the serum that I am still using for this step is the Ordinary's Buffet Plus Copper Peptides 1% serum. I believe my last morning skincare routine is when I first told you guys I was testing this out. I wasn't really sure how I felt about it yet, but I wanted to give it a try, and I obviously loved it because I have not been able to let it go in my routine. So I absolutely love this. It has so many amazing ingredients: copper tripeptide, argireline, matrixyl 3000, other peptides, hyaluronic acid, allantoin, amino acids, sugar molecules, urea, sodium PCA. So many hydrating, replenishing, anti-aging ingredients that improve skin barrier function. Chef's kiss here. This is also something that I will make sure to bring down to my neck as well. That is something that I'm really trying to be mindful of. I feel like it can be tricky for me to remember to apply all of my skincare steps to my neck, because usually when I'm putting skincare on, I already have my clothes on or like my PJs on, and I just need to do skincare when I have a robe on or something so that I can bring it all the way down, really focus on the neck and chest, because obviously those areas age in the same way that our face do. No, face does would be how you say that. Face do. So bring it down to the neck and chest is what I'm trying to say. Then I am ready to apply eye cream, and the type of eye cream that I reach for really depends on whether or not I'm wearing makeup. If I am wearing makeup, I like to use a really nice lightweight eye cream, kind of one that has a gel-like consistency, and also one that helps to smooth the appearance around my eyes a little bit. You know, smooth around the lines that are starting to show up more and more as I get older. Obviously, an eye cream is not going to get rid of the look of fine lines, but I find that there are definitely certain textures that kind of help to smooth over that area better than others. If I am not wearing makeup, then I like to reach for an eye cream that is a little bit creamier because I'm not worried about it not settling well under makeup, and one that also helps to illuminate and brighten the under eyes. I don't need to do that if I'm wearing makeup because I'll use makeup to do that. So the eye cream that I like to use the most when I'm wearing makeup is the Versed The Fix Emergency Eye Mask. This has panthenol, cucumber juice, and caffeine in it, so some nice hydrating ingredients, and has such a nice formula for the under eye area if you're applying makeup. It's exactly what I was saying, a gel light cream, very lightweight, but somehow kind of has a little bit of a smoothing effect. I absolutely love it. Feels very nice and refreshing as well. That is clearly a theme in this video. I like to feel refreshed. You know, who doesn't? And if I'm not wearing makeup, then I like to wear an eye cream like also from Versed, the Zero G Smoothing Eye Cream. So this one has shea butter, peptides, hyaluronic acid, but then also has pigments in it that will help to brighten and illuminate the under eye area. Plus it has a little bit of a creamier consistency while still being something that I consider to be lightweight. So really, really nice morning moisturizer for the under eye area. You can't go wrong between the two. It really just depends on what you're looking for. Then I'm ready to moisturize my entire face, and when I choose a moisturizer, I really base that decision on the sunscreen that I plan to use. I kind of like to use both of those products to moisturize my skin, and I don't know, think of them as a duo versus separate products. So for example, if I want to use a sunscreen that has a little bit of a creamier, thicker consistency, then I don't love to use a really thick, creamy moisturizer with it because I do have skin that leans oily. So I will instead use something that is lighter weight and more gel-like. But if I want to use a sunscreen that is super, super lightweight and not as moisturizing, then I will use a little bit of a thicker moisturizer. So for a gel moisturizer, I have also been loving the Bioma moisturizer. This is called the Moisturizing Gel Cream. Also has ceramides, niacinamide, green tea, some awesome ingredients here, and a really nice lightweight gel consistency that is great for oily skin. If you have dry skin, they also have a creamy moisturizer that I would definitely check out. Such a great brand and affordable. Love. For a little bit of a thicker moisturizer, you guys know I absolutely love my trusty Vanicream Daily Facial Moisturizer. Can't go wrong. It is just such a good freaking moisturizer. This has hyaluronic acid, squalane, and ceramides in it, so some really, really nice softening, conditioning, and replenishing ingredients. Vanicream just has my heart, and they don't have a lot of people's heart, I feel. Because, I mean, come on. Like, if we're looking at the two bottles here, one is definitely cuter than the other. Don't judge a book by its cover. If you've never tried Vanicream, it's just such a good basic moisturizer. You can't go wrong. For moisturizer, this is a product that I don't bring down my neck because I like to use a thicker moisturizer on my neck. So one that I use all the time is the Dermatology Peptide Night Cream. This of course has peptides, shea butter, ceramides, a lot of really nice ingredients, and is the perfect kind of consistency for a neck moisturizer because while it is creamier and thicker than something like a gel, it still is lightweight, so it's really nice to wear throughout the day. It doesn't feel like you have like a ton of moisturizer sitting on your neck. Such a nice, soft, silky, elevated texture. It is freaking beautiful. So nice for the neck, or if you want this on the full face, great for that as well. All right, we have made it to my favorite step in this entire routine, which is to apply sunscreen. And I like to start off by applying an untinted sunscreen first. I have so many untinted sunscreens that I absolutely love. I'll list some videos below where I share my favorites. I have a video on my favorite US sunscreens, a video on my favorite Asian sunscreens. So depending on what you're looking for, I promise I have a good option for you. And I basically just rotate between all of those that I have shared in favorites videos. But today I'm going to be using a fan favorite Asian sunscreen called the Beauty of Joseon sunscreen. This is an SPF 50 with a PA rating of ++++. It has next generation chemical filters and a lot of really nice ingredients. Fermented ingredients like rice, probiotics, soybean, also has niacinamide, green tea. So good. And this is an example of a sunscreen that I would pair with a lighter weight, more gel-like moisturizer, because even though it's not thick and heavy, it is a little bit creamier. It's like a lotion consistency. It still feels nice and lightweight, but I love something like this paired with a lightweight moisturizer. Just meshes really well together and leaves my skin feeling perfectly moisturized. And I love that this has a really nice, naturally healthy, glowy finish on the skin. It's not shiny, it's not matte, just gives you a little bit of a healthy glow. Really nice. For my neck, I like to use a little bit of a creamier sunscreen as well. And my current favorite is the La Roche-Posay and Thelios Cooling Water Lotion Sunscreen. It's creamy, but still super lightweight and feels very refreshing. So it's a nice neck and body sunscreen. So I'll go ahead and apply 2 layers of that untinted sunscreen because I'm crazy and I want to make sure that I'm protected from the sun at all costs. But then after that, to take it one step further and get some additional protection against visible light, I will finish up with a tinted sunscreen. And as a bonus, that helps to kind of even out my skin tone, since I do not self-tan my face, but I do self-tan my body. So the tinted sunscreen that I pick really just depends on the level of coverage that I'm looking for. If I want sheer to light coverage, I will reach for the Dermatology Universal Tinted Moisturizer SPF 46. Such a beautiful tinted sunscreen. It is a combination sunscreen. Zinc oxide and octinoxate are the 2 active ingredients or sunscreen filters. This has niacinamide and a really, really nice lightweight consistency with a glowy finish on the skin. I would say kind of natural glowy as well. Leaning more glowy, really nice. But if I want something that is a little bit more medium to full in coverage, I will use the Color Science Sun Forgettable Total Protection Face Shield Flex Sunscreen. This is an SPF 50. They do have this in multiple shades, unlike the Dermatology sunscreen, and it is a mineral sunscreen. So zinc oxide is the only active ingredient. Like all other Color Science products, this has some other really nice ingredients as well. I will say that this has a little bit of a thicker consistency. It's not super lightweight, which is why I don't use this as my sole sunscreen. I'll just kind of use that as a topper to even out the skin tone with the rest of my body, because 2 layers of this is a little bit too much for me, I have to say. But with 1 layer, I think that it looks really, really nice if you're looking for some extra coverage. And with that, we have made it to the end of my morning skincare routine. Those are all of the steps that I usually follow. There may be sometimes a couple extra things thrown in, but for the most part, that is what I'm doing every single day. I really hope that you guys found this helpful. I hope that you enjoyed the video. You'll have to let me know in the comments below. Are you going to test out any of the products that I talked about? Is there something that caught your eye? If so, as always, they will all be listed and linked in my description box in order of mention. What else? Let me know what you would like to see from me next on this channel. As always, I am open to your suggestions. I want to make sure that I'm uploading content that you guys are actually interested in, so let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, click on that notification bell, and send my channel to a friend. Thank you so much for doing those things. Your support means the world. Thank you for watching. I love you guys so much. Make sure to stay tuned for my next video because that will be up in a few days. But until then, I hope you have a great few days.